is that I'm more excited to go eat pizza tonight than I am to go actually pick up my new car, because the new car kind of sucks. Let me explain. So this story kind of starts here at my dream house, all right? I'm building a dream house, right? It's amazing, it's sexy, it's gonna be incredible, but it's also incredible in terms of the price, and it's over budget. I've come to realize something about myself. I am not a car guy. I see cool cars and I'm like, oh, that's a cool car, but it doesn't really do much for me. I am, however, a house guy. Like I said, it's over budget and my lease was expiring, and so I needed to get a new car. And so I started thinking, I'm like, what am I gonna get? I don't wanna get anything really expensive, and for those of you who know kind of like my car track record, I don't have a great history, right? My car that I loved the most, when I bought it, I was super pumped, super excited, was my Infiniti G35. And I think really because that was my first experience buying something kind of high end, and it was just after my bankruptcy, and I loved it. I loved that car. Not only was the G35 an awesome car, it was sentimental because that was kind of the first big thing that I bought after my bankruptcy, and it felt like that was something that was, I don't know, made me feel good about myself, like I was finally doing something with my life and getting ahead. All right, after about 10 years, I needed to get a new car, and so this was around the time when I started to make a little bit of money, and so I thought, okay, what am I gonna get? I really didn't know because I'd never been really a car guy. I never had visions or oh, someday I'm gonna make a lot of money so I can buy a Porsche or a Lamb. It was never like that. And so I ended up going to the BMW dealership and got an M4. I met a sales associate, his name was Travis, and he was incredible. So I had the M4 for about 3 years, and I didn't love it, honestly. After about 6 months, I'm like, this is kind of stiff. I think I'm more of a cruising sedan kind of guy. And so it was time for that lease to come up, so I went back to the dealership, and then I saw the car that I thought was the most beautiful thing ever, right? And that was the M850i. The car was insane. It was beautiful. It was luxurious. And it was sexy as hell, but it was $120,000. My payment was insane. And I drove it for a little while, and I liked it, but I'm like, why am I wasting this much money? And about 1.5 years into owning that car, I got a letter from BMW saying, hey, we'll buy your car back, and you've got positive equity. So I was like, all right, let me get rid of this thing. So when I decided to trade that car, and I'm like, okay, what am I gonna get? I really didn't know. And so I started looking around at different dealerships, and I really just didn't feel it. And I'm like, you know what? I just don't really care all that much. And so I went back to BMW, and I'm like, all right, what can I get? I need a lower car payment. Is there anything kind of cool, kind of badass that was cheaper? And so I got this beast, the mom car, all right? And the reason why I call this a mom car is because when I actually did a Google search for best mom cars 2021, the X6 actually came up. Now, we kind of tricked it out a little bit, but the whole goal for this car was to make it affordable, and it was. And I have loved this X6. It looks great, it drives well, and I really enjoy being up in an SUV and sitting up a little bit higher. And I love this car, but my lease was up. And so at the time, I reached back out to Travis. I said, hey, my lease is about up. I think I might just get another one of these because honestly, it was easy. I like it enough, and the payment was affordable. And he said, great. The problem is that the price literally has gone up about $20,000. Spare key, check. So I said to him, that's insane. I'm not doing it. What else do you have? And so basically, the idea was I just wanted a cheaper car payment. So I ended up going in to see Travis again, and I'm like, you know what? Let's just build me something super affordable. And I did, and I'm super unexcited about this car, and I'm gonna sound like a huge spoiled brat when I say this, but I gotta be honest, one of the downsides, if there is a downside to making more money and being more successful, it's that things that got exciting or that were exciting earlier in your journey aren't as exciting as they used to be, right? When I first bought my Infiniti G35, I had to work my ass off to get that, right? And it was exciting, and it stayed exciting, and I loved that car, and I took care, and I just loved it, right? Well, ever since then, buying a new car, it's okay, cool. But then each car I've gotten since then has just been less of a big deal and more of just a thing that I have to do and more of a utility, which is one of the reasons why I keep going back to BMW. I am not a lover of BMW cars. The reason why I keep going back to this dealership is because of two things. Travis and Peter, the general manager, and Travis, the sales associate, have made my life so easy. And that's the thing. At this stage of the game, you know, when you have like more means, you really value relationships and you also really value ease and comfort. And the fact that if I ever have any issue, I can literally just call them up on their cell phone and be like, hey, I got a problem. And they're like, yo, I got this. Come on in. I got you. And so literally the reason why I keep going back to this dealership and these guys is because of these guys, which is a lesson. You know, it's a lesson for you guys out there in sales. If you can provide an amazing experience or customer service solution to somebody, you know, they're going to keep coming back. Take care of your customers. That is the number one thing I can just say. And they take care of me, and so I'm going back to buy a car that I really don't care about. But that brings me to something I do care about, and that is the Alpha M White Label Mpire. If you guys didn't know, I started a new YouTube channel called the Alpha Mpire. It's a business channel where I basically am helping and giving advice to guys that want to start businesses from my experience. I have over 20 years of experience starting businesses. One of the businesses that I know inside and out is white labeling or private labeling. All right, that's what Pete and Pedro started as. It's what the Stubble Buddy was. Enemy Shades started as a white label that I customized because the process is literally the same. Anyway, what I learned over the course of the past year of having this channel is that you guys want to start businesses. And so I decided to actually take all of my knowledge, all of my experience, and basically give it away for free. Below this video, guys, I'm going to have two links. The first link is to the YouTube channel. Go and subscribe if you're interested in business. The second link is to a 20-minute tutorial or blueprint video that I put together that basically walks you through step by step by step how to start and grow a business from like zero. All right, now after watching that, if you want more information or more help, I want you to join the White Label Mpire community. This is where the magic happens. All right, I've put together a 7-hour curriculum. It's 32 lessons plus a bunch of bonus features on basically step by step walking you through how to start a white label business even more granular. I literally am taking all the guesswork, all the speed bumps, all the roadblocks away from you so you can start your business. And then the community, this is where the magic happens. It's a group of amazing entrepreneurs that are coming together, all doing and sharing advice and tips and strategies, not to mention uplifting and supporting each other. I also do live coaching once a week for 2 hours in the community that basically is like all my secrets, right? If you don't want to be a YouTuber and you want to promote your business, I've got secrets and tools that I've learned over my career that has helped me scale and grow Pete and Pedro to a $10 million company and Tej Hanley to like over like, I'm literally taking like everything that I've got like in my brain when it comes to business and sharing it so that you don't make some of the mistakes that I made and that you basically have a quicker and easier route to making yourself financially stable and successful. There's nothing that compares to financial freedom, period, right? Because you make your own rules, right? You can help the people around you. You know, I'm not saying this to brag, but like buying my mom a house was one of the best things that I ever did. But I never would have been able to do that if I didn't take a chance and a risk, right? Because that's what happens. You know, nothing great was ever accomplished because it was easy. And if you are ready, guys, if you're ready to do something incredible with your life and not just wait for something to happen, you need to take action. You know, luck favors the bold. It also favors people that get off their ass and actually do the hard work. If you're ready, if you're interested in being mentored by me and having me in the community help you and assist you doing something incredible, hit the link down below, gentlemen, because now is the time for you to do something amazing. It's also the time for me to pick up my new car.
Texas plate.
You want to be in a video? What? Thanks, brother. I told everybody that my new car kind of sucks.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't suck?
No.
It's good?
Badass.
I think I see it. You want to go look? Ooh, here it is. Here it is. All right. Remember, gentlemen, the goal for this car, lower payment. I'm going to finish everything up. Then we're going to hit the road, go back to the office, and I will give you a proper tour of my new ride. That doesn't suck as bad as I thought. And we're back. The new ride. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? Right there. Woo! It doesn't suck as bad as I thought it would. It's actually a great car. BMW makes amazing cars. This bad boy looks similar to my old M850i, except a little bit less expensive. And by a little bit less expensive, it's like super affordable compared to even the X6. My price in terms of my monthly payment went down $500, which, like I said, was the goal for this car. It's a 3-year lease and it looks good, right? The color is Dravit Gray. It's the same color as my M850 and it looks good, right? I went with the red M calipers. I went with like the M package and it looks good. What do you think? What do you think of the new car?
I love it.
You love it?
I love it. I didn't want to interrupt the video.
You think it's good?
Yes, I do. You had the truck, right?
Yeah.
You want it no more?
I still liked it, but the lease was up. What do you think?
I like that one.
Yeah?
I like cars.
Yeah?
Like, cause SUV, you know, you could get through with a car.
Yeah. So it's good, you approve?
I love it. You need some tint though. That's the only
tint.
thing. Yes. That's the only thing.
So you heard it right there. I need to tint this bad boy, right? Woo! But all in all, I think it's pretty awesome. It's weird getting back into a sedan as opposed to like the little like SUV. It's gonna take a little bit of getting used to, but I really dig the car. It's very comfortable. It drives really well. It's got a bunch of new technology, which I am not used to, right? BMW just changed up like everything like in here in terms of like the display. You've got this big touchscreen thing here. So one of the reasons why I always buy a BMW is because I don't want to learn like new technology. So I'm going to have to learn a little bit, but you know, the color inside, I really like the brown and the black. It's got a back seat that also has doors, which is cool because when I had like the 2 doors or the coupes, it was always a huge pain in the ass to have anybody ride with me. And so I'm getting older, right? And so I thought I'd go with something a little bit more like old man sedan. Gentlemen, welcome to the new Alpha M ride. If you guys dug it, drop me one of these. Next time though, I don't think I'm gonna get another BMW. I think I'm gonna have this for 3 years and then we might go something else. What do you guys recommend? What's the next car I should get? Down below, let me know. Thanks for watching. See you later.